Use this deck. All right, I think we're live.
Okay.
I think we are live. If you're out there, let us know. I'm going to my Facebook page and sharing this.
Same here.
Woohoo! All right, V, how you doing?
I'm looking at myself on this camera and laughing. I am doing great. How are you tonight?
I'm good. It's a good day. All right, I'm posting. The funny thing is my chat room, let's see. My chat room is not here, so I got to find my chat room. Camera, source mic overlays. Options. So if you're at...
Business on the side.
Is there anybody out there? Because I can't even see my chat room yet. I think I closed it down. Overlay bigger, smaller.
Let's see here. Yes. Okay. So Honey is here, and Norm is here. Hey, Mike.
Yay.
So let's see. How do I make this bigger though? I'm on the computer looking, trying to figure out how to make this work. So, anywho.
Oh, that's so funny. And I'm trying to find my chat overlays. Okay.
Hi, guys. This is interesting. I don't know what's going on. You can't find the chat. I can't click on this for whatever reason. I don't know what's happening. But we're here, people. We are here. And Mercury retrograde is over, but clearly we still can't get it together. So bear with us. Sorry. Bear with us.
So it's my overlays. New image overlay, text overlay. No, it's not that.
It's like I can't even click on it. I don't know what's happening.
Woohoo!
Sorry, you guys. I can see you guys kind of coming in, but I can't open up the chat to play it.
I wonder if that's because of what I... Paste overlay, select all. Where's my settings? Now that's if I can...
Norm said that they can hear us. It says we have 14. To make the text bigger, try Control or Command and the plus icon to make it bigger. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, usually I can get it to pop out. Like, I can't get the pop out. So it's just that.
Okay. I found it.
You found it? I have not. I am not as lucky. But that's okay. If you guys can hear us and...
All right. I found it. All right. Norm says, hey. Hanaya?
Hanaya.
Ooh, I love it.
She works with me at the tea room.
Yay. Hi, Hanaya. And Mike is here. Kaylin's here. Yay.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You found it?
Okay. There we go. All right.
Ooh, I got hot. So for me, what I'm doing, Honia.
Sorry, honey. I've been calling you honey forever. So Hania. No wonder where honey came from.
Ah, I love it. So for me, I'm using Ecamm Live, which is what I'm using. And like, I'm looking at our stuff in the middle, and then I've got all my overlays to one side and then the chat room to the other side. And I must have clicked like close the chat because I couldn't figure out where to pull it up. Eloy's here. Hey.
Hey, Eloy.
We got Eloy and Honia. Hania. Okay. I'm big on names. That's why I'm going to say it till I get it right. Oh, okay. I'm sweating now. So,
hey,
okay. Who's here? Cheryl. Yay, Cheryl. I was just talking about my meetup mom, Cheryl, even though you're not near old enough to be my mom, but you are my meetup mom. You're my meetup big sister. Okay, just honey. I'm going to go with just honey. Oh, so I played with this deck the other day or over the weekend, and I was like, I have to read with this. It is so. We've talked about it before, but I've just never really pulled it out. But you've read with it, so this deck just really, really speaks to me. It's so rich. It's so beautiful. I can tell that I'm probably going to pull out like the Five of Swords and read it like I normally do. And then I'm going to look at the card and go, oh my gosh, it's taking me to a whole new place.
Yep.
But that just beautiful.
Beautiful deck. I love it.
Hey, Jill. Yay, Cheryl. Thanks for surprise. Chantal.
Hey, Chantal. Hey, Jill. So I am going to be reading with the Relative Tarot this evening by Carrie Paris.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen it yet. Have you used it before?
Maybe not on here. Okay. I haven't really used it that much. Period. It was we had an error on a typo in one of our cards, so our new card just got shipped out to us not too long ago. Oh, cool. But this is the one that had the tarot deck and the 80 card or spirit oracle, because Carrie can't just stop at one thing. So.
Oh wait, was this with? Oh, this was with the relatives. With people. Yes. Yes.
This is the one I told you. I think I showed my grandmother is in it, in the spirit oracle.
Yes.
Let me find it.
Hey, Adjua.
Mm-hmm.
Adjua. I got it right.
So here's my grand.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
She is
that hair is killer.
Right? Look. You can't tell her nothing about this pompadour French roll she had going on. So this is my grand.
That reminds me, what's this singer that she's just so trendy? She was in
sorry, I'm thinking about. Go ahead. She wears black and white.
Yes, and she's got that hair. I mean, she does that hairstyle a bit, and she was in the movie Harriet movie. Oh, what's her name?
Janelle Monae.
Oh my gosh, I adore her. She's when she speaks, whew, she has thought about what she is saying.
I think somebody asked her, because for a while she started to branch out. Before a while, people asked why she wore black and white. And I want to say that her parents were like in the service industry, and so it was kind of like to honor them in wearing like formal black and white. And so that's why she wore it. So. Yeah, she is cute. Janelle Monae. And I love her music. I don't buy like any music anymore, but I really love her music. And the reason I don't buy music anymore is because I teach group exercise classes for a living. So when I'm in my car, I'm listening to the next class and I'm going over the choreography in my head and stuff. So I'm always on that. But the good thing is the music that I do, like the body step classes, which is from Les Mills out of New Zealand, they use very popular music. So I still get a little bit of what's trendy, but not near what not near what I used to spend on music. Whew. Ask you this: what do you wear? I'm just curious. What do you wear to class?
So typically it's a sleeveless, not a tank top. I don't really have any tank tops anymore. I used to wear, those were big, 10 years ago. But so like a sleeveless, like a Nike, Adidas shirt. And then kind of like shorter, like basketball shorts. They're flowing. When I first started, I was like tight shorts and a tank top, and sometimes it was tucked in. It was not pretty.
I see it. I love it. Because in my mind, I'm like, I can't. Because I know you and I've known you for years and your attire, like I couldn't see you in like a t-shirt and like hoop shorts. Like I just couldn't I couldn't wrap my mind around a t-shirt and hoop shorts and you in them. I'm like, what does he teach in? Yeah. Or like some running shorts and like a sleeve, like I can see that.
Yeah, and the running shorts, they're longer because I'm such a tall guy that I want them to come closer to my knees, maybe like 2 inches from my knees. But below my knees, that bugs the heck out, because when you're teaching step class and it's moving, it's too much.
Yeah.
But yeah. And if they're too short, I feel weird because I'm so tall. Troy's here.
Hey, Troy.
So what Mike said, you can stream. Is that everything now? Yeah.
all the music.
Well, the thing is, I don't have time to listen. Now I'm listening to books on tape, and NPR, books on tape, and then my music for class. So, I was in a podcast where I was like, Teresa's podcast. Oh my gosh, Cardsy B's podcast. I'm trying to think of who else Unflopped. If you are music people, if you love music, you need to listen to Unflopped. And they're every other week. They release it on a Friday. They're 3 gay bears from the UK, and they are hysterical. And what they do is they take, and it's mainly like, it's stuff we can know, but it's mainly they look at the British charts and songs of real famous people, but the song never made it into like the top like 30 or 20. And they feel that they are hits, that they're going to unflop them because they were considered a flop because they didn't make it up the charts. And they it's like an hour podcast, and it's they dig in. So they two guys, each of them bring a song and they battle it out, and then the third guy does musical expertise. Like he goes into the chord progression and everything and talks about it. They talk about the background. They talk, campy, fun stuff. It is just, I look forward to it every other Friday. It really is a lot of fun. So Unflopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started listening to Audibles, and I like their included stuff too. And so I listened to like a 6 series or 6 episode, I guess, a podcast or something called Escape from Jonestown. And it was about this guy that actually escaped Jonestown. His brother, and these 2 other people. And it was just talking about, growing up, and then like how he ended up going to Jonestown and how things were. And it was absolutely fascinating to hear, the story. And it was so heartbreaking, with everything. But it was fascinating to hear like someone that was actually there and then made it out. So, yeah.
Woof! I love stuff like that. Oh, Chantal, you said you finished? Did you finish the webinar? Yay! Oh, Adjoa, I think you'll love it. Oh, it is fun and campy, but very serious. Last week they did, first time they ever did this. It was the song. I can't remember the title of the song because I never heard it before. But oh my gosh! Oh. Nina Cherry. What was Nina Cherry's brother?
Nina Cherry. Oh my God.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Uh-huh.
Terrence Trent D'Arby sang a song, and then George Michael covered it. So they each brought the same song with a different artist.
I like it.
And they battled it out.
I like it.
Yeah, like one time they had Whitney versus like Deborah Cox or something like that, and there were 2 different songs, and then one of them will be officially unflopped, but it's just it's hysterical. Yeah,
I love it.
So worth the listen. So well, anyway, V, anything else been going on? You got lots of stuff coming up because you are a full-time mistress. Someone tried to call you my conference wife, and I had to correct him. I said, she's. It was Jamie Sawyer because I was on her Instagram last week. I said, no, she's my mistress. Beverly Frable's my conference wife, and V is my she's my conference mistress. There's a big difference.
Yesterday was my me and Book's 6-month anniversary. So we've made it 6 months, guys.
Yay! Congrats.
We get on each other's nerves every day, as we should. So that was yesterday. For me, I've been doing diving into Patreon and kind of redistributing my energy, so to speak. And so I've been having a great time with fattening up my Patreon and what's over there, and pouring tea every morning for my Patreon BFFs, and just adding to that. So that's been fun. Can't complain about that. I'm doing the Big Bang on the 5th of December, so that's coming up. The Big Bang Conference, all about manifestation, energy work, alchemy, all that kind of good stuff. And I am trying my hand at something new, Mitch. I am going to try a BFF box. You know how much I love subscription boxes. So I'm going to try my hand at a BFF box.
What do you mean by box?
So have you heard of, you've heard of subscription boxes, right?
Like where you buy and you get just random box or something?
Yeah, you just get, depending on what the company is, like my Owl Crate, I'll get a book and then some things that go along with it.
Oh, nice.
So I am trying my hand at it's going to be called BFF boxes. My first one is manifesting money. So everything inside is going to be about money and improving your cash flow.
Wow.
And so I'm excited.
So
go ahead. Right.
So if people want to get into your box, this is how they can do it.
All right. If you want to get into my box, get into my box and talk to me.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Ooh, oh, I love it. That is, it's so funny. I you know what I love, and I'm trying to. I hope this doesn't sound like egotistical, but I'm excited that I am friends with you. I'm friends with like Michael Anthony, Jamie Sawyer. I'm trying to think of some other people who I would consider, just within the last 5 years stepping into this world, because I look to the future and I imagine like me and you and Michael and Jamie and like Melissa Sinova. Well, she's already done it, but like all of us like teaching at like Omega Institute. Like Rachel Pollack and Mary Kay Greer, you know what I'm saying? Like they started like 30, 40 years ago and they've been friends and in this industry and written books and, and it's like, I see things like that and it's like, because this is, I gotta say it. I mean, I'm in this for the long haul. My belief is that in 9 to 11 years when I retire from my fitness world, this is what I will do the rest of my life, this type of work, Yep. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
I'm here for it. Look, I've already retired myself, so yeah, I'm here for it.
You have. Yes, Norm, I did turn a little red because we started talking about her box. Of course, I'm gonna turn a little red.
I love when it turns red.
Oh my gosh, Hania, I'm gonna say it right. Hania, you went. That's where you first learned tarot at Omega. And people, if you don't know about Omega, it is an amazing place in Rhinebeck, New York, or no, a little north of there, or is it Rhinebeck?
I think it's Rhinebeck. I think.
Yeah. Who's up there? Marcy or Marcia? Is it Marcy or Marcia? Marcy. What's your last name?
Marcy.
You keep cutting out. Courier, yeah. Every time you say her last name, you cut out. It's like, yeah, Marcy. But I think she was up there full time, and she is adorable.
Oh wow.
But I went there to spend a week with James Van Prague learning mediumship. It was just a beautiful place. I hadn't gotten back with that one time, so yeah. Whew.
It's still on my list to go. I haven't been, and I'm like I've read some information about it, and it's just like the spiritualist place on earth type of like town. So I definitely want to make it there.
The one thing I love it. The one thing I learned was, of course, I went in June, and if I ever go in any summertime again, I will get a place with air conditioning because it was like summer camp. I had no idea. And I remember like brushing my teeth and a woman came out of the shower and walked down the hall to her cabin. It was there. It was there. I love it. Woo! It was like gender neutral summer camp.
Love it.
Well, V, I think it's time we pick some names and get to some reading. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you're live with us, 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Monday night, November 16th, then what you want to do if you've not had a reading 2 weeks ago or maybe a month ago when we met, but definitely if you had a reading last time we were on, then give somebody else a chance. But type the word me in the chat box. We're going to pick 8 people, and we're each going to read one card for that. So go ahead and type me. By typing me, you're giving us permission to read you publicly. And like I said, I'm reading from the Light Seers Tarot. V's doing the relative tarot. So,
Is.
Mike, you are number one. Mike messaged me. He's like, I'm coming tonight. How do we get a reading? I said, wait till we say, type in me. I said, but get your finger ready. So he did.
Right.
He did.
Honey, two.
So anybody else?
Honey.
Oh, I don't see it yet. Did it pop up yet? Oh, wait. Okay, there we go.
Honey is number 2. Aloy is number 3.
Got it. And if you got a reading like 2 events ago, and you've been holding just a moment to see, go ahead and as long as you weren't last time, go ahead and hit me if you want to, because it looks like we've just got a few. And then we'll get to some readings. We'll each pull one card, and we'll go from there. And what do you want to do? You want to just tell them what they need to hear, or you want to let them ask a question tonight?
I'm here to tell them what they need to hear.
Okay, good. I love doing that. I don't mind questions, but I also like just saying, okay, here's what Spirit thinks you need best.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're watching this in the replay or the archive, go ahead and think in your mind 1 through 8. So pick 1 through 8, and when we get to that number, just trust that message will be for you. But also, a lot of times they'll be on here and they're like, every single message was for me tonight. And that's beautiful when that happens as well.
Definitely.
So we've only got 3. So anybody else want to throw their name in? Cheryl!
Yeah, Cheryl!
No pressure from me and V.
None.
So
None
you guys, Cheryl Ryder is this amazing, beautiful soul. I'm pretty sure she's a shaman and a healer. I think I'm using the correct terms. But, Troy and Adjua. But Cheryl she was at Reader's Studio before V and I were there. So she's like just so much to us. She's so much to us. All right, so Troy's number 5, Adjua is number 6. We need a 7 and an 8. Cheryl, you are number 4. Anybody else? And you guys,
go ahead.
If you guys feel free to share this on your own page if you feel led. Go ahead, V.
Have they shut your state down yet?
So, if you're in Florida with me, you know what I'm about to say. No, they haven't, and they probably won't, because Governor Ron DeSantis is Trump Jr. And he's wanting to keep everything open. He recently said he would like to make it put a bill in that it's legal to shoot anybody who is rioting and looting. Yeah, so he basically wants to give people permission to shoot people. If they are rioting your business, just boom, you can shoot them. So no, we're not shutting down. But anyway, wow. That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
The card I pull for that is Page of Pentacles.
Page of Pentacles.
It's going to be a slow process forward. So we probably won't see much for a while. Florida is like the wild effing West. It is.
That is crazy.
So New Mexico is shut down except for takeout food. Wow.
Yeah, ours is too. Starting Wednesday, Governor Whitmer, Big Gretch is what we like to call her.
She
was like, we shutting it down. So for 3 weeks, pretty much anything public for the most part, especially eating places.
Yeah.
Bars, bowling, things of that nature. So
yeah.
So,
and who knows, come January 20th, how things will be here. So maybe there'll be something nationwide that we'll be all following. So, all right. So V, we've got 6 people tonight. So we're going to go with 6.
Okay.
The list is closed. Georgia's similar to Florida. Yes, Mike. And it could have been so different. So could Florida. Both Florida and Georgia had some great potential leaders, but they just didn't make the cut. I voted my butt off, but I can only vote once. All right, in good consciousness. So V, you want to read first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, cool. So Mike, you are the first one up, and V and I are going to pull a card for you. And this is basically what Spirit thinks you need to hear most right now. That's what we're reading for everybody.
I'm also going to pick number 3 for myself.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Cheryl. So V is number 3. I'll do number 4.
All right. So Mike and all the number 1s.
Wait, Chantal, do you want to get a reading? Because we got 7 and 8. Okay, Chantal, you let us know. So Mike, number 1. This is for anybody who chooses number 1.
Right. So I have the Temperance card here. And so, Mike, what you're needing to know right now is that balance and moderation is really the way forward. Okay. This is also a card of alchemy, so learning how to just take your time to mold and to blend things so that the energy can be transmuted into something else. Now is not the time to just kind of go helter-skelter and run, straight for the finish line. I feel like there are some detours that are going to happen, but those detours are going to be beneficial, okay? So just take your time, follow the breadcrumbs. If the breadcrumb isn't showing up, just sit and pause for a second, okay? It just means that other things are happening from the universe in the works for you, and so you just have to be patient and you just have to wait, okay? The Temperance card is also related to Sagittarius, 9th house, so if there's some spiritual pursuits that you are invested in, now is the time to really, sit and study, but then also practice what it is that you're studying. You don't have to learn it all before you start the practice part. Okay. So I hope this resonates for you.
Beautiful. And then from me, we've got the 10 of Swords. Yeah. And this is, I'm going to go with traditional first, and I'll come back to this beautiful card. Now is the time to free yourself from the prison you've put yourself in. This was one of my cards recently, and the message was, okay, all the worry, all the frustration, everything, you can let it go. It's over, it's done, and you are different. So we're about ready to start a new cycle with number 10. But 10 is a 1, but it means you're changed because you've been through the cycle of 1 to 9, 10, back to 1. And then also with the birds up here, I love this. Really be cautious of what is distracting you. Because sometimes I feel like your distractions can also keep you in your cycle of worry, or prevent you from really moving on to what you need to move on to. So be cautious of those distractions, learning yet another tool. You're learning yet, another thing, grabbing yet another book when it's time to put into practice what you've already learned. So there you go, Mike. And did you see Christy popped in number 8? Of course you got number 8. Oh, all right, Mike, I hope that resonated with you, and anybody else who chose number 1 with Mike, let us know if that resonated. And again, you guys, this is where you can be open, to every single reading and grab a message. So, Mike, you are welcome. You're welcome. So, all right.
You're welcome.
And Lakeisha, we got all 8. So go ahead and pick a number between 2 and 8 because we just did number 1. So, all right. So that was so weird. I was going to say, Christy, did you update your message? Because all of a sudden it bleeped and changed. I think you added in hello there. You were being polite, like, okay, hello. Hey, Christy. Okay, so, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Lakeisha. You will be with number 3 with Eloy. So with Eloy and V. So you'll piggyback with them. So Hania, you are next with number 2.
All right, honey, this one is for you and all the number 2s out there. The Knight of Pentacles. All right, honey. So this is talking about put your plan together. and, kind of lay things out about how you're creating stability for yourself. This is about taking your time, and allowing yourself to grow as you're moving through your plans. But this is also talking about do not fall into procrastination paralysis. You do not have to continue to revise the plan before you take steps. I know it's one of those things where you want to have it all planned out because you don't want to have to go back and redo anything. But this is saying don't forget to take steps, So plan a little bit, take some steps, and a little bit more, and take some steps, okay? This, where you are now, it's a slow process, and it's meant to be a slow process because there's learning and there's growth happening within this cycle for you. Okay, so take your time, but just make sure that you continue to move. Okay, so I hope that resonates.
Cool. And then from me, the Four of Wands. I love this card for a lot of reasons, this particular card, because I think this takes the Four of Wands almost up to another level of celebration and fun and party. The typical Four of Wands feels calm, serene, very family oriented. This feels like chosen family, chosen fun. A lot of times the Four of Wands can be about kind of like the marriage, the house, and the home. But I think this is, I got to go with this kind of like chosen family, because even the tent in the background looks like a circus. And the circus, they become a family. So I really feel like the message here is really be conscious of who you've chosen as your family, and keep them in mind. You're one of them, and keep them in mind through the holidays. Reach out, connect, realize how important they are. I feel like gratitude is a big thing right now for you. So maybe gratitude journal if you're not doing that, or writing it, or definitely reach out. But also, I'm going to be honest, Spirit is talking loud and clear here. It's time to host that party you've been talking about. It's time to get them together. It's time to stop putting off what you need to do because you don't have... Spirit is being nasty with it because you don't have time. No more excuses. It literally is like, now is the time to make this happen. So, and it will be absolutely fun, absolutely worth it. And I really feel like it will help solidify like the connection, the bond, and the love that's there of what I'm going to say is this chosen family. So there you go.
I love it.
Oh, second time you got the message in 2 days. Yay.
It's the family. I love it.
Oh, that's yes. Ooh. Yes, worked. Oh.
She is in Michigan, so yeah, it's about, tailoring the party. Oh.
Can't you have a small party?
I think we can, Big Gretch was like, okay, seriously, no Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is canceled in Michigan, so get over it. You're welcome, honey pie.
I got a cat staring at me. Hey, Bart, you want to say hello?
Yes. Oh, hey, Bart.
So this is Bartolomeo, everybody. He is he is my soul brother. Did I tell you the story? So when Jamie Sawyer and I were talking about the card, and I put Bart on the card, I've always said, Bart, you're a Pisces like me, because he would play with water, he would stare at the water in the shower when I got out, and I always felt this tightness with him. And one day Fabian's like, well, I got his birth certificate. I'm like, what? I never knew that. Sure enough, he was born March 7th, 2010. I'm March 14th, so we are both Pisces. I knew there was a lot of connection there.
I love it. And so my daddy is here because his birthday was March 7th. So thank you for that.
Oh, my Bart, thank you. He brought that on. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Bart, yes, that is my kitty. We've got two. Sebastian is a flamboyant Himalayan. Ajua's son is March 7th. So we Pisces are some special folk.
I love it.
So, all right. So, Eloy, you are next. Eloy and V, this is for you, too. Or anybody else who chose number 3.
I feel like I'm spinning the wheel on The Price is Right. All right. Let's see. What do we have, Eloy?
No whammies.
Wait a minute. The Wheel of Fortune. Come on.
Oh, my gosh.
I
Well,
love it.
the only card that would make me scream more is if it was your mom.
Listen, this is craziness. So the Wheel of Fortune here, this is talking about cycles. It's talking about change and movement. Luck is happening. Like even in the midst of COVID, I feel as though the wheel is continuing to turn. This is about growth and expansion. So whatever you are invested in at this time, it is a period of growth and just kind of pushing boundaries to make sure that you are touching as much as you possibly can. Okay. Whenever I see the wheel, it's just a reminder that things won't always stay the same and they're meant to change. And it's about going with the flow and releasing control. Okay. If you ever feel like you're at the bottom of the wheel, your gratitude is basically the kickstart to get the wheel moving, to get out of that valley and back on top. Okay. So grow, expand, learn, take a risk maybe for an opportunity that's coming up because it's a good card for that as well. Okay. So
beautiful. All right, V and Eloy, from me, the Ten of Swords again. So I'm going to go with a little bit of the same message. It is definitely time. It's interesting because Spirit's really showing me how easy the gate swings open for you too. The gate swings open very easily, Eloy, and for me, the gate meaning, your exit out of this crap you're in right now. It's funny because I literally can hear the gate, and it's like the wind blew it open. So and it's the birds flapping by, and there's not the distraction like I had earlier with this card, but there is waiting for the sun to rise. There is this moment of, okay, the sun is about to rise. Whew, cold chills. So just know that when you see the sunrise, when you see the moment ready, it's time to go. It's time to go. The door is already open, and all you got to do is step out when you finally can see the daylight. So very clearly, it's so much behind you, letting go, letting go, letting go. And again, I will say this because Spirit just reminded me, you are at a 10, which is a 1, but you've changed. You learned what you needed to learn while you were in your self-imposed prison or whatever the crap that you've been in. And as the door swings open, it's time. It's time. Beautiful.
I love it.
Lakeisha's like, I'm here for all of this. Woohoo!
Yes.
Yay, gratitude. All right, so all right. And let us know if that resonates with you. And then next is number 4. Anybody who chose number 4 with Cheryl. Cheryl, are you still out there? I hope so. This is for you and for me. So,
all right.
Audra wants to move out of state, but this pandemic, I know.
All right, Cheryl. 2 Cups. All right, this is a beautiful card. This is about, pairing. Whether it's talking about relationship, whether it's talking about partnership, but it really is saying that, where you are right now and in the partnerships that you're in, there is a lot of love, there is a lot of chemistry, there is a lot of yin and yang energy that's happening within these partnerships. It's kind of like, it's very reciprocal, pouring into one another to allow things to grow. Okay. So, I'm not sure. I don't know if you are married or not, if you are in a relationship. But this is also saying, if so, make time for dating, make time to reconnect with your partner, to really remember, why you guys fell in love in the first place, where you are, why you are. Okay, so this is kind of just taking time with one another, like QT, to really strengthen and solidify that bond. If this is talking about partnerships, just making sure that you are cognizant of what your partner is bringing to the table. And, be grateful and be vocal about your appreciation, because I feel like that it will also kind of continue with the reciprocity of one another. Okay.
Yeah, she's married for
years.
I think, and I think, didn't he come to one of the reader studio, pop in real quick one time? I think I've met him. Like, he's really tall or something.
Oh, that's dope. Yes, Cheryl. So, yes. Do you guys have a anniversary coming up or anything? But yeah, it's just a good celebratory, feeling. So
cool.
That's what I have.
All right, well, she's replying to that. So, and from me to you, Cheryl, but also to me, woo, Ace of Cups. Oh, so we've got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Yeah, and V, you just said, what'd you say? Do you have an anniversary or something coming up? I really feel like there's almost like this renewal of vows, like a renewal of love, a rededication, something really important. And it's like a healing of something that's not needing healing. I don't know how to say it. It's almost like, because it's like turbocharging an already powerful engine. And it's just so right from the center of the heart. I love this energy for you, Cheryl. And I got to remember that that's for me too, So yeah, now is the time to restart the engine. That's not even restart. It's turbocharge what's already going, 90 miles an hour. It's like adding pure fuel to something that's already burning really well. So just beautiful, beautiful energy. So
you said they have 40 years in September. Beautiful.
Oh, wow. 40 years when? September? Oh, beautiful. Oh, good. Yay.
Yay.
All right.
Flo, a 1-year anniversary for you too? Nice.
Who was it?
Flo, Adjua.
Oh, okay. Yay.
I love it.
Yeah, we're January, 14 years.
And wow.
I know.
Like, here I am just 6 months, like 6 months married. Woohoo!
All right, so Troy, this next one is for you and anybody who chose number 5s. Troy, are you still out there? Our tarot love child.
11:15. Oh, congratulations, Flo.
Ooh, that was yesterday.
Troy. This is funny because this is the card that I picked for my BFS this morning for tea. 2 of Pentacles. All right. So this is talking about you being in this, this game of juggling. Honestly, there's a lot of things that are on your plate that you are trying to keep in motion. Okay. So looking at, what do you have in the air? Are there things that you can put down so that you can juggle other things better? Are there some, is there some help that you might want to ask for? So this is also about that, 2s are about decision making. So look at what it is that you're juggling and ask yourself, do I still need to have this in the rotation? Or is this something that I can sit down for a while? Okay. Also, it might be a time of robbing Peter to pay Paul, looking at your finances, making sure that you have a budget. And then, figuring out what those finances look like, what you can pay now, what you can kind of put off for a little while to pay later. All right. So just, making sure that you have enough energy to keep in motion all of the things that you have going for you. Okay.
All right. And for Troy, it's a lot of swords tonight. 2 of Swords. You just talked about decisions. And it's interesting because I got to go with the card imagery more than anything. Here's this person, almost being attacked by these crows or ravens, and it's like, she's blinded, she can't see, and I keep feeling like you're distracted by your thoughts, you're attacked by your thoughts, and I really want to say, find a way to calm those things. And I'm a mindfulness coach, so I would say get into some mindfulness or meditation, or a little more focused exercise or movement, even just something as simple as walking, because it's like I want you to settle your mind down a little bit more where you can bring it into focus. I almost feel like you might have moments of anxiousness, and I want to say we need to pull that back before it takes on more of its own personality. So really, really find that way to do that. And this 2 of Swords is Libra. So once again, I'm talking about, find the balance. I think you're an air sign too. I can't remember if you're Gemini or Libra or what. But definitely find the balance in your life. And I think that will help you with I keep wanting to say the voices in your head, but it's not that. It's just the thoughts. It's your own thoughts. So Troy, and anybody who chose number 5, let us know how that worked. And we'll be doing, we got 6, 7, and 8 left.
Yep.
Libra moon for Adjua. Okay, Troy, definitely resonating, especially with your anxiety. Yeah. Oh, Aquarius. I knew there was air. I knew it was air of some sort. Adjua, yeah, I understand that feels like voices. And I'll tell you, V, I don't know if this is happening for you, but probably the last 2 weeks, I'm seeing a whole lot more. You know, I've always kind of joked around and I said, you know, I'm not, when I work as a medium, I always say I'm really good on numbers and stuff like that. So I'm not always great on names. And I had a client the other night. It was an older woman, and you know she had lost her husband. And I said, why do I keep hearing Larry? And she's like, that's my husband. And I'm like, girl, are you serious? Because I've gotten names right, but it was so clear for me. Right. So that clarity has really come in. You know, I usually can pick up their energy, their personality so clearly, and with animals, same thing. So yeah, it's been pretty powerful, the opening up. All right, so Adjua is next. You're number 6. Right. She's like, was that 5 or 6?
All right, let's see. I'm having stuff fall out of my deck here. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me pick a card. All right, Flo. So 3 of Swords comes up. All right, so this 3 of Swords here is talking about a bit of heartbreak. Okay, this is a card. The Swords always talk about communication, intellect. So it feels as though an idea that you have, either you're having to surrender it or letting go of it because it's not coming to fruition. It's not panning out in the way that you want. This could be an idea that you have and then an idea that someone else has, and you can't compromise or find the middle ground, and it kind of really hurts your heart. Okay, but this is talking about, you know, not running away from these feelings, and to really sit with them to help you to, you know, kind of come up with a different plan. The card that comes after this is, you know, the 4 of Swords, which is talking about rest. All right, but it's saying that don't let this plan just kind of go to waste. Just let it go for right now. Feel the feels of it, but I feel like it will manifest or come to fruition in a different way. So as long as you hold the grudge of it, or as long as you hold on to that feeling of either anger or sadness, it will persist and it won't break to allow you to see the sunlight on the other side of it. Okay.
All right. And from me, oh my God, I shuffled the shit out of these 2 of Swords.
You absolutely did.
I keep pulling the card right before you. Oh my gosh. So once again, here we are. But this is funny because you're like, did I have 5 or 6? Well, you got both. You got the same thing for me. 5 and 6. So once again, I'm going to say, be conscious with the distractions in your head. And for me, it's not so much like voices like you were kind of saying, but it's like I see you driving down the road and trying to like think, which is the best way, which is the best way, which is the best way. Where if you would just continue driving, following that simple, you know, feeling, that nudge, rather than try to think of it too hard up here, but feel it more down here, I think it'll bring a little bit more peace into your existence. But also, I'm noticing that this woman is moving. I really want to say dance a little bit, move your body a little bit. So if you've got some connection to dance, and maybe you haven't been able to do it as much anymore because Big Gretch shut things down, you know, put on your music in your house and move your body around. As a person who's been in, you know, fitness, exercise, especially group exercise for 32 years teaching, when you stop moving your body, it's a rough place to be. You don't have that endorphin rush, you know, of the I'm trying to remember the specific endorphin or adrenaline that you get. It's a high, but you can fall into, you know, a little bit of kind of depression and melancholy, not feel so good. So definitely get up and get moving. Put a little music on. Close your eyes and just dance and just move, because it's going to move the energy through your body. It's going to free those chakras up, move the energy through the meridians, unblock those where the emotions are trapped within the body. So, is she a hula hooper?
Yep, she's a hooper.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I knew you were. Oh, yep. Perfect. Yeah, so you haven't hooped regularly. Yeah, do that movement. Do that movement. Well, cool. Adjua, and anybody who chose number 6, that was for you. All right, Chantal, we're coming at you for number 7. Let us know that you're still out there. And then also, Christy. Hey, Christine. I can see on my phone when somebody's watching. So every once in a while. I saw Robert was out there. I don't know, Robert, if you're still watching or not.
All right, Chantal. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. All right, so the Six of Pentacles here is talking about the give and take in life. Okay. This makes me feel as though you are a very giving individual. And it might be time for you to work on the ability to receive. Okay. Reciprocity is not only being one end, either one end or the other. Because people always say, well, I'm not in a reciprocal relationship. I always give and I never get back. I feel like you always give. It's not that you don't get back. I feel like receiving might be difficult for you. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is saying learn how to start working on how to receive. Continue to give. Yes, that's great. But to keep that energy flowing, you have to take it back into yourself as well. Okay, so there's generosity with this. So reward yourself or in some way allow yourself to be rewarded by the actions, the deeds, the words of others that you give to. Okay? So.
All right. And Chantal, or anybody who chose number 7 from me, the Three of Wands. I love it. And this, again, this imagery, this person with the surfboard waiting for their big wave to come in. It's interesting because this card usually, for me, I will say, the thing that you long for, wish for, and hope for is on the way. But I really feel very differently with looking at this card. I think you've set things in motion, but I feel like we're at that place, and V was touching on it just a little bit, of you've got to believe that you deserve what's coming. It's like the wave is out there, but you keep missing it because you're focused too internally rather than externally. So, look out there for that thing that you have longed for and hoped for. You got 3 flames burning here. They can see you. They know where you are. But if you're not calling that energy in with acceptance, with love, with knowing that you are deserving and worthy of it, then it's almost like the wave just dissipates before it gets to shore, is what it feels like, continuing the analogy here. So really, for me, this reading for you is really about, believing you are worthy and deserving at this point. You are perfect, whole, and complete. You just you're still living in some ignorance, illusion, and false beliefs. And the way to heal is through truth, which is in the mind. And then it finally comes to fruition into the body, into the physical world. So.
Yes.
All right. Cheryl said, oh my God, V, thank you for the Six of Wands. You're welcome. All right, so that was for Chantal. And anybody who chose number 7. And then Christy, we're coming at you next. So Christy's still here. I see you there.
All right, Christy.
Hey, Susan. I can hear a little music. Is Larry playing music?
No, that's me. I've been playing Billie Holiday.
Aw.
And in the background. All right. So Christy, number 8 actually got the 8 of Swords. All right. So this is saying stop standing in your own way. Okay. It is time for you to shift your mental perspective. You always have a choice. There are so many people that say that I have to do this because I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. You always have a choice. It's just about, it might not be the choice that you want to take. It might have consequences attached to it, but you're never blocked. You're never stuck. Okay. So this is talking about allowing yourself to release fear, to get out of your own way, and to choose something different. You are not bound. Okay. Don't be a roadblock for yourself. Okay. So trying to move around and get out of that stuck space and come up with a new idea, because it's in there. It's just waiting for you to be brave to think it. So.
All right. Hey, Bethany and Deborah, I love what you said. Come to Mama. I love it. All right. So continuing on for Christy from me. Whoo, this is the card. The High Priestess. The reason I say this is the card because it's from the deck. It's from the main thing. But the High Priestess, yeah, receive the information that is coming to you. Typically, the High Priestess is that smart, that wise, that intuitive, that intelligent. Typically they have the law, the Torah, the fruit of knowledge, that wisdom. But this, person here is receiving that information, through their crown chakra. So really stay open to what Spirit has to offer you. I would encourage you when you have moments of silence to just kind of say, hey, got anything for me? And just be open for it. Sometimes it'll show up in a thought, in a word, a song lyric. A great practice is called Cletanism, Cledonism, Cletanism. And it was back in, I think it was like the ancient Greek, Egyptian, Roman times. But basically it was thousands of years ago. What they would do is the seers and the priests would wake up and they would have questions and they were pondering to find solutions to things. So they would set their intention to say, okay, today's the day I'm going to find the answer to this, to this, to this. Then they would walk out into the agora, the marketplace, and they would just listen for snippets of conversation that would give them their answers. Basically, they're divining the voices around them. For us, we use tarot cards. How many of us have been driving in the car and a song comes on and you're like, there's my answer.
Yep.
That's Cletanism. Exactly what it is. So I really feel like, so stay open to that, Christy. Because Christy, I feel like you are opening up a little bit more intuitively, psychically. I wouldn't be surprised if your dreams are intensifying and you're starting to know more and feel more. So just, protect yourself as you feel comfortable. Put the bubble around, however that looks for you for protection, and just receive from Spirit the information. So beautiful. So Christy, let us know how that worked for you, and anybody else who chose number 8. So all right. So Cletanisms. Cletanism.
Funny word.
Yeah, it's very weird. Cledonism. Cletanism. So if you Google it, you'll find it there on Wikipedia. So definitely need to listen and not miss your wave again. Beautiful. So, all right. Well, it is 2 minutes till 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whew. Fun night.
Always.
I feel Spirit impressing upon me to pull one card as like cherry on top, message to go. So V, what's your message to go for everybody? One card, message. Did you already put your deck away?
No, I'm gonna pull an oracle card.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Aloy.
Thank you, Aloy.
And you guys, we'll be back 2 weeks from tonight, which is the 30th? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 30th.
The message to go, entertainment.
Ooh, I love it.
So with this being said, we are still in unprecedented times. Make sure that you find fun. We can always sit and we can look for the negative. We can look for how things are, falling down around us in some way, shape, or form. But this entertainment card is saying, make sure that you are finding fun. You are doing things that are entertaining to you to kind of spark your energy, to bring yourself up. It's very easy to, go down, so to speak, but making sure that you have some balance and finding something that makes you happy, that gives you light, and a couple of laughs. I think laughs are necessary. So entertainment for everyone here.
And then for me, cherry on top to go, Queen of Swords. Whew, this card is so beautiful.
I love that card.
She is one bad bitch, and she is not taking any prisoners. So speak your truth. Do it with love, but don't let anyone, squelch it. Don't hide your light. That Marianne Williamson quote about, who are you to speak your truth or whatever, it's like, who are you not? You know, don't dim your light because those around you may feel less than because they're not as bright as you are at that moment. You know, this is the time to really, really let it out. Be yourself. The world needs that special something that you got right now. They really, really do. You know, unprecedented times, let it out. So, all right. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, Cheryl, if you've got your meetup on like speed dial where you can throw the link into there, definitely do that, you guys. This is the what is it? Albuquerque Tarot. Is it Albuquerque Tarot Tribe? Am I saying yes? Yes. But Cheryl does a lot of stuff online, and we all can be a part of it because she's doing a lot of it online right now. So throw that in there, and then I'm publishing the next event. So co-host, let me put V in there. Yep, you're done.
You're welcome, Troy. You're welcome, Bethany. Ooh, Mogul Queens. I love that.
What is it?
She's reading a book on Mogul Queens.
Mogul?
Mogul, M-O-G-U-L.
Oh, cool.
Males. So,
and then you guys, we also, if you want to drop a little virtual tip, V and I have our PayPals and our Venmo. If you feel led, we'll drop there. Cheryl said give her a sec, so she'll post that in there. So there's my Venmo and my PayPal if you want to drop in a virtual tip. Anything is appreciated, but please don't feel pressure. Just do it if you feel led. And then Cheryl's going to post her meetup. Chantal, thank you. There's V's
thank
PayPal.
You, oh, Mongol.
Is it Mongol or Mogul? I'm trying to read back.
M-O-N-G-O-L. I pronounced it wrong first off.
I'm looking up to see if I can. Yeah, so there's Cheryl's, her meetup, the Albuquerque Tarot meetup.
Yes.
Says you don't have to be in New Mexico to visit the tribe. And mine, and the one I do is Orlando Tarot Tribe, so that's out there on Meetup too. I just don't have the link where I can post it right now. All right, well, everybody, thank you for hanging with us on this Monday night.
It's always a blast. Always a good time.
Yay! She said, "You want a mean bitch? You got a Mongol queen." I love it. All right, everybody, we are going to sign off. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm going to put the, I think I got the link already. Yeah, I think that should be the link. That's the link to the next one, the next event. Hopefully that'll show up in 2 weeks from tonight. So, all right. I say, may the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me see and recognize the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste.
And I say, namaste.
Bye, everybody.
Guys.